Our next one, our next embellishment possibility that we find popping up in third species counterpoint is called a double neighbor tone. It's a little bit easier, but it's another 4-note maneuver. You could almost say it's a 5-note maneuver, actually. So let's put one right here. What we're going to do this time is we're going to start and end on the same note in the measure. Okay, so the end of the measure, we're going to be on the same note. Okay, so we're going to traverse basically nothing in this. Now, you remember what a neighbor tone was. Neighbor tone meant that we would go up a note and then back down to the same note, or we would go down a note and back up to the same note. That would be an upper neighbor if we went up and then back down. A lower neighbor would be if we went down to a B here and back up to a C. That in between note can be dissonant. Now we're going to do a double neighbor tone, and what that means is that we're going to do both an upper and a lower neighbor tone. So we're going to go to a lower neighbor tone, and then we're going to go to an upper neighbor tone. So we're going to have a leap there, or a skip there, in between the two. And then we're going to land back where we were. So we're going to go our starting pitch, lower neighbor, dissonant, upper neighbor, dissonant, starting pitch by step. So it's always a step down, a skip up, and a step down again. This is a double neighbor tone. These two notes in between are the double neighbors. And they are typically dissonant. In this case, I'm starting on a third, then I'm going to a fourth, which is dissonant, a second, which is dissonant, and then back to a third, which is consonant. Now I said it could also be considered a 5-note maneuver because what you're supposed to do is continue it on and resolve it in the same direction as the ending of it here. So I should resolve it to a B if it's really going to be complete. And hopefully that is a good consonant. That is a third, so that works out just perfectly. If this wasn't a third, if this was a dissonant interval, I'd have to go backwards and redo this maneuver because it wouldn't work. You can do it opposite, where you go up first and then down. And in that case, I would still be on, everything works here, that's allowed, and I'd be going up, so this note would need to be up here to continue this pattern. That would put me on a unison here, which might be okay. I might be able to get away with that. Remember, unisons are allowed. We just want to use them very sparingly. So that would be another way to do it.